Life as We Know It with Tom Walton.
I was stunned by the conclusions of a recent study by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention that said 1 in 3 American adults eats fast food every day. 1 in 3. That got my attention, because that means that some 85 million of us supposedly responsible grown-ups are pigging out on Big Macs, Whoppers, chicken nuggets, taco supremes, and pepperoni pizzas every day. Add to that staggering total the millions of children who do the same thing, and you better understand why we are a nation that is not just overweight, but grossly so. It's noteworthy that gender has little bearing on the statistics. Some 38% of adult men and 35% of adult women chow down at a fast food establishment on any given day, the CDC said. What I considered a bit of a surprise was the finding that higher-income families eat more fast food than lower-income families. The CDC also found that blacks eat more fast food than whites or any other racial or ethnic groups, proportionately speaking. The CDC study is just one more in a series of studies that state the obvious, that we are not a nation consumed by fitness. How many times do healthcare professionals have to remind us of the health dangers of living like this? High-calorie fast foods lead to obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and other health problems. Yet we say yes when asked, do you want fries with that? Nowhere is this epidemic more obvious than at America's one-stop shopping place, Walmart. I hate to pick on Walmart because you see overweight people everywhere. It is at Walmart, however, where you see anecdotal evidence everywhere you look. Case in point, I stopped in at a Toledo area Walmart to buy a new belt. I found a rack displaying dozens of belts, and the smallest on the rack was for a 40-inch waist. I'm not in the best of shape, but I don't need a 40-inch belt. To make matters worse, the belts ranged in size from 40 inches all the way up to 58 inches. And you know what? There was only one 58-inch belt left. That should tell you something right there. I wrapped it around my waist just to get some idea of what a nearly 5-foot waistline would feel like. All I can say is, yowza. A young couple nearby saw me. It's for a steamer trunk, I explained. They smiled sympathetically, but I'm sure they were too young to know what a steamer trunk is. It's fashionable to pick on the fast food industry and blame McDonald's and Burger King and the rest for the shape we're in. But some of the blame must go to traditional restaurants which justify their steep prices by offering gigantic portions. Many people can't eat it all at one sitting. Still, we try, with a predictable result. There's a restaurant in Las Vegas that even exploits our hunger for foods rich in fat. It dresses its waitresses as nurses and keeps an ambulance outside the front door. It is so easy to gain 5 pounds and so difficult to get rid of them. That's why we all struggle so. We surrender to the challenge rather than accept it. And let's face it, fast food is comfort food. It tastes good. But the Centers for Disease Control has provided a wake-up call. I will do my part if you will do yours. I vow here and now that I will only go to Wendy's twice this week. Got to start somewhere.
Life as We Know It is written and hosted by Tom Walton and is a production of WGTE Public Media. Life as We Know It with Tom Walton can be heard on WGTE FM 91 every Monday afternoon during All Things Considered at 5:44 p.m. Or hear past episodes at wgte.org/life.